Did you miss any Titan mysteries from Attack on Titan Season 2? So what's up guys, Foxen here. You finally got a return of Attack on Titan with the Attack on Titan Season 2 anime, only 4 years later. But, what did you miss your first time watching? What was in front of you the whole time and you had no idea? Today, let's go ahead and dive into that. But first, I would like to thank Elsword for returning and sponsoring this video. I was actually lucky enough to be one of the first ones to level one of their newest characters last month. Meet Labby. Isn't she just cute? Labby is this young pink-haired girl who was unable to leave the Black Forest. Poor girl. You might be wondering why, and that's truly a juicy mystery. Labby is now ready to kick some tail with her beloved mirror buddy, which doubles as a weapon. Labby herself has some anime-like origins to her. In fact, both her storyline and areas are unique to herself. I especially just love the animation for her intro story. Can we get a series on that? So go ahead and try Labby out for yourself in Elsword. It'll be the top link in the description. Labby is part of Elsword, which is a huge game, so you got plenty of other characters on top of her to play as too. The funny thing is that I play so much now that I don't suck as much, at least when I'm using Labby. So once again, a huge thanks to Elsword for sponsoring this video. It is a huge help, especially when channels take a huge pay cut going into January. Anyway, getting back into your regular scheduled Titan programming. Attack on Titan Season 1 left you with the cliffhanger of the Colossal Titan peeking out of Wall Sina. Oh, the Colossal Titans were in the freaking walls this whole time. Millions of them. 4 years later, Attack on Titan Season 2 picked up in the same spot. But did you notice? The Mr. Colossal Titan here got an upgrade for Season 2. Take a look at his beauty steamy face side by side. The Wood Studio actually changed his Big Mug to resemble the manga counterpart more closely. Interestingly enough, they used yet another Wall Colossal Titan face for the one in the Season 2 opening. Even closer to the manga? Too bad that Mikasa was still cut. Mikasa is still nowhere around there. I mean, she was the first one to notice. Oh well. Talking about the Attack on Titan Season 2 opening, we actually got some very nice teasers hidden for the upcoming episodes. You definitely must have noticed these, but we're unsure about where exactly they were in the anime. In the Season 2 opening, you can see the Beast Titan throwing the horse from the first episode. Also, you had the Mindless Titans running from the very same episode. You got the Jaws Titan fighting the other Titans in the Titan Castle in episode 30. And then Sasha stabbing that Titan with the arrow from episode 27. Yeah, it was right in front of you this whole time. Talking about Potato Girl Sasha, she practically got a full episode just for herself. You actually got a chance to visit Sasha's village. Not in the best of conditions though. The biggest highlight for Potato Girl Sasha was her rescuing that poor girl. Let me actually turn your attention to the Titan Sasha was going up against. Didn't something seem odd about this dude? You later found out that most of these Titans came from Koni's village, if not all of them. What actually got revealed a lot later, and this was actually from some of the production notes, is that this Titan that Sasha actually stabbed in the eye was in fact Koni's father. So yeah, you had the Mama Titan just being in the house, and then elsewhere Sasha was going up against Papa Koni. I got a feeling that Papa Koni isn't around anymore, so poor Koni. This guy has suffered so much. Hopefully he gets revenge. In Attack on Titan Season 2, you saw the Hairy Beast Titan just roaming around inside of the walls. The Mr. Beast Titan gave a nice greeting to poor Mike. Then later to the scout station at that castle. I don't think he was too happy about that one though. Turns out that the Beast Titan was in fact camping out there. The scouts found a bunch of crates there. One obvious giveaway was that canned food that Ymir wanted for a midnight snack. However, you definitely missed this one. Early on, the senior scout found some wine with a label that he couldn't read. They emphasized this more in the anime. A close-up of the wine bottle shows similar text to that of the canned tuna. Why did the Beast Titan need that? He must be a classy beast. I could just imagine him drinking some wine under a full moon. But wait, there's more. There's actually another hidden connection to the warrior group. Very quickly outside of the camp before the soldiers go inside the actual castle, you actually spot this campfire with some cups, a heater, and several other items. You also saw all of this stuff in the warrior flashback. One of the very early reveals for Attack on Titan Season 2 was Ymir secretly being a Titan all this time. Ymir just went on a rampage killing all those mindless Titans attacking the tower. Definitely don't mess with her, little blonde girl. What you missed here was a fix that the Wood Studio managed to change from the Attack on Titan manga. Originally, Reiner had that PTSD flashback to his warrior buddy being eaten by Ymir's mindless Titan. However, that Titan in the manga was exactly the same as Ymir's Titan Shifter. It was already ultra buff, swole with sharp teeth. For the Season 2 anime, this Ymir Mindless Titan is now slimmed down and has regular chompers. really makes you wonder how far Isayama exactly had this planned out. Was there even a set number of special titans from the start? So how are you missing the Colossal Titan, that big fella from episode 1? The Armor Titan and Colossal Titan made their grand reveal at the midpoint of Attack on Titan Season 2. However, it almost happened sooner. Back when Ymir was bringing down the tower, Bert was getting a little bit more sweaty than usual, especially when the tower was falling over. What do we have here? Isn't the Colossal Titan looking awfully hungry? That's right, you almost had an earlier Colossal Titan appearance from Bert mimicking Eren's Titan transformation. What would have happened if he came out sooner, or perhaps done a partial transformation? It would have then been followed by Reiner turning into the Joggerman to get away with the Armored Titan. That would have been fun to see. Unsurprisingly, Attack on Titan Season 3 has been getting a lot of crap from hardcore fans for being too censored compared to the manga version. But how about Attack on Titan Season 2? It turns out that the Wit Studio actually did some accidental censoring for the Warriors' huge reveal. During this time, Mikasa wasted no time slashing their asses. But Reiner wasn't going to go down easily. Oh, but what's this? Even though Reiner got his hand slashed off, it magically appeared when he tackled Mikasa. And then it's gone in the next scene. It turns out this accidental censorship later got fixed in the Blu-ray version. Although the whole Mikasa slash scene was still more bloody in the manga. Talking about Titan changes for the Attack on Titan anime, Reiner's Armor Titan originally had this more bone-like armor design. He really looked like this giant skeleton football player, at least the plating. You can more easily see it in the Attack on Titan manga covers. For the anime, this got upgraded to the crispy brown armor plating that you're familiar with. So tell me, which one do you like more? The previous design or the one you're more familiar with, the anime Armor Titan? Switching gears, let's go back to Potato Girl Sasha. Later after this manga arc, we found out that Sasha was originally supposed to die in this arc, potentially squished like a tomato by that Titan that grabbed her. It was only due to the editor crying his balls out in the bathroom that Sasha got saved. Although do notice, since Sasha was planned to get axed, in the manga she didn't appear at all until the Falling Uprising arc, what would be Season 3. However, I'm sure you didn't notice this in Attack on Titan Season 2, since Sasha was inserted in a lot more places. Sasha was the delivery person, Sasha was drinking water, Sasha finally got the potato. Potato Girl was even in the final clash of the Titans, including joining her buddies on top of the Armored Titan. I'm just glad the Potato Girl Sasha didn't get cooked in Season 2. Something super interesting about Attack on Titan Season 2 is that when converting the manga to the anime, the studio really only had enough for 11 episodes. In other words, the Wiz Studio still needed to do about another episode's worth of content. However, they didn't want to add random filler, so they talked to Isayama about this. This is why you got that Ymir flashback that you saw near the end of Attack on Titan Season 2. It got greatly expanded on, really being the majority of the episode in a flashback. Originally, you wouldn't have seen this stuff until later this year in Attack on Titan Season 3 Part 2, which is what they're calling it. Although that wasn't enough. Recall Mikasa's flashback on top of the wall. You saw Mikasa back in the day still being a badass as ever. Oh, and they also got that drunk Hannes fight being shown more. It turns out that this almost 4-minute flashback was a single panel shot in the manga. And what the hell, was Isayama just showing off Mikasa's legs here? Talking about Mikasa, her standout moment for Attack on Titan Season 2 was definitely her confession scene at the end of the season. Oh, they were all gonna die before Eren's random main character powers kicked in, which of course got expanded in Season 3. But going back to the topic about Mikasa, didn't Mikasa just look stunning here? The Wood Studio actually revealed something pretty interesting about this. I mean, take a look at the original confession shot of Mikasa from the manga. For the anime, the animators were told to make Mikasa look her most girly and beautiful for her confession scene. And I gotta say, her most beautiful is right. Cause then, you know how she looked in Attack on Titan Season 3. Hopefully they go back to that art style. The final thing you missed out on for Attack on Titan Season 2 is actually the stuff they cut out from the ending. And no, this stuff didn't make it back with Attack on Titan Season 3. After Eren's whole Titan controlling scene, thankfully the scouts were able to make it back to the wall. On top of the wall, Eren actually had a moment with Mikasa. Recall that Mikasa pretty much had her ribs crushed by that Titan that grabbed her. You just saw Eren right here feeling bad and trying to apologize to the injured Mikasa. Unfortunately, this whole scene got axed. A second chunk to this scene was actually something related to Historia. Which, by the way, happy birthday today to Historia. Historia really wanted to get them to go to the other side to rescue Ymir. I mean, the little blonde girl was freaking the hell out. She actually was almost demanding Eren to use his Titan powers to go get Ymir, since he's strong. At the end of this, you pretty much had Historia just breaking down. Right here was when she revealed about the role of the girl from the book that she was given, or perhaps I should say forced upon her. At least Historia was able to recover in Attack on Titan Season 3. And once again, happy birthday Historia. Anyway, once again, a huge thank you to Elsewhere for sponsoring today's video. If you do like all the juicy videos I put out every month, please help out the channel by clicking the link and checking their website. If you got time, just look around. Maybe you'll fall in love with the adorable Labby. Like I mentioned earlier, I do hope they do more animation for her. But anyway, question of the day. How many of these things did you catch in your first time watching Attack on Titan Season 2? How many of these things did you miss? And how do you think Attack on Titan Season 2 compares to the other seasons? Was it better than the newest Attack on Titan Season 3? Anyway, go ahead and give this a colossal thumbs up and subscribe. If you're new to the channel, you can enjoy 5+ anime juicy videos weekly. That includes a whole lot of Attack on Titan content. Attack on Titan Season 3 Part 2 is coming back in April. I'm going to be having more weekly Attack on Titan content leading up to that, so definitely subscribe and I'll see you guys later.